Welcome to Passive Income University. If this is the first time you've come across our channel, thank you for stopping by. We'll be releasing regular videos teaching you how to make money online. Before I get started on the tutorial explaining how to find and set up a solo ad, I just want to go over briefly what a solo ad is in case there's anyone on this video that doesn't know. Basically, a solo ad is a form of paid advertising where you pay per click to send an email to someone else's list. This is good because the lists are full of active users in your niche, and this means that if you send them to a capture page, you get to collect their emails and then you can advertise to them anytime you want after that. So like any form of advertising or anything, there's always people that are trying to scam you and take your money. Unfortunately, solo ads are no different, and people do try and send you bot traffic or fake clicks. It hasn't happened to me on Udimi, but I just want to make you aware that that does happen and you need to be careful of it. Udimi does have click tracking in place, but you also want to get something called clickmagik, which you can use to verify all your clicks, where they've come from, if it's bot traffic, etc. It's a really good tool to have, and if you're going to be using solo ads, I would suggest getting that. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing you want to do when you go to create a solo ad is obviously have a offer in mind that you want to actually sell. So what you're trying to sell, so your affiliate link, that's the first step. The next step is to find a solo vendor. Udimi has a built-in filter tool, which you definitely want to be using to get the best vendor for your money. So once you sign into your Udimi account, click Find Sellers at the top. You'll now see all these options across the top here. This is set to how I filter it, but I'll quickly go over what these are. So the first one is when you want your solo to start, so in the next 24 hours, 40 hours, etc. What the minimum quantity of visitors that the vendor will allow you to choose, so 50, 75, 100, 200. What the minimum and maximum you're willing to spend on a click. Obviously, the more expensive usually means better traffic. If the seller is online or not, and this is the most important one, I would say. This is the percentage of sales reported by the reviewers. I usually go for 30% or higher. And then the next option is the how many positive reviews. I always go 500 plus, and then you always get usually a decent solo vendor. So once you have found the solo vendor you want to use, let's use Calvin as an example. You go onto Calvin's profile, and then you've got how many visitors you want. You can either use the drop down or you can slide the bar along. On the right hand side, you can choose the date you want it to start. So let's just choose today's date. So underneath the slider, you have these additional filters. This is for the solo filter, not the vendor filter. So these are slightly different. So if you hover over them, they will explain to you what they actually do. Something to always do is read the descriptions up here, because you may find that they already send you 100% tier 1 traffic, so you don't want to click only top tier and pay extra when they already send it. So just make sure you read the description. And another thing I would say to do before spending your money is to go down and read the reviews for the solo vendor and just see if people are getting extra clicks, what the opt-in rates were, and all that kind of stuff, just so you can get an idea of the kind of traffic that's actually being sent. If you decide now that this vendor is for you, you've chose your visitors, your date, your filters. If you have a email that you've already written and you want to send that, that's fine. You enter your description here, and then enter your sales copy here. If you don't have the sales copy, that's absolutely fine. You just untick I have add text, so just untick that, and then you put in where you want your clicks to be sent to, and then the vendor will actually write the email. I personally always use this option because they know their list best and they can get you the best clicks and the fastest clicks. So once you have set all this up and you're happy with your filter, the link's gone through, the link is going to the correct place. If you are happy for them to start earlier, then you can obviously tick it. If you're not, then you can untick it. So now that we're happy, click add to cart. And then we now have 3 options, PayPal, Bitcoin, or add your credit card. So once you click the option you want to use, you will be redirected back to your dashboard, and you will see, if this loads, you will see it will say 0 out of how many clicks you ordered. Every vendor is different, but they will approve your ad, your solo ad, within a couple of hours. And if they're taking a bit too long, you can send them a private message and just ask them if there's a problem with the link, and they'll get back to you. Once you receive your notification to say that your solo has been accepted, you will get an email when it starts and when your solo finishes, so you can come and check how many clicks you got, work out your opt-in rate. I really advise you to leave a review for the solo vendor, because it helps everyone else also that is looking for solos, so that we can all get the best traffic. Because as you can see, I use them, and I'm recommending that you use them. So yeah, leave a review and help everyone else out to get the best solos. If you found this useful, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.